All right, how's everyone doing?
Good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Really good.
All right, I'm doing this toast for Mike tonight. First off, I want to say today's been a wonderful day, and it's an honor to be here. Can we give the bride and the groom a round of applause? It is such a rare occasion that we can get together and talk about such an intelligent, cool, funny, and good-looking guy. But tonight we're not talking about me here, we're going to talk about Mike. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jay. I've known Mike for a few years now. I'm considered one of his geek friends. Tonight I'm going to tell you some stories about Mike. Now, during your laughter, you may look at Mike and he may shake his head like that story never happened, but I assure you, every story I'm going to tell you tonight is true. So, I'm pretty nervous about this, and I have been all week. Mike asked me to do this a couple weeks ago. So I was sitting there and I was thinking about how I can get myself prepared for a speech for Mike's wedding. Then I started to think, all I have to do is watch some other speeches and then that should get me started. So then, what can get me in the starting mood for the speech? And I was like, well, I can rent some wedding movies, that's it. So on Monday night, I went down to the movie store and I rented every wedding movie that they had. I walked down every aisle and scanned every wall, and these are the movies that inspired me to write the speech. I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, American Wedding, The Hangover, Part 1 and 2, and the whole first season of the hit TV show on WeTV, Bridezillas. The lady at the counter kept giving me weird looks as I was checking out. Then she looked at me and said, do you want these for 1 or 3 nights? I said, well, I don't want to spend that much money, let's go 1 night. That's right, I pulled an all-nighter watching all of these wedding films. It was the scariest 24 hours I've ever had. In 24 hours, I went through every emotion you can think of. Crying, happy crying, anger, and the worst fear. Fear that at any moment, Jessica would turn into a bridezilla and come out of nowhere and go, it's my wedding day! Needless to say, they didn't help me with my speech. Then I remembered Mike telling me, all you have to do is talk about me. Talk about how cool I am and all the great things I've done. And I said, wow, this speech is going to be really hard. Then I remember the first time I met Mike. I was interested in computers. Mike owned a computer store in downtown Davenport. I came down there with my best clothes at the time, favorite jeans, black button down, and some dress shoes. I remember walking in and shaking Mike's hand, and I said, hi, my name is Jay. I'm interested in computers, and I just wanted to know if I could do an internship or if I can come to work on some projects that you're working on. Without asking very many technical questions at all, he said, sure, come on down. We agreed upon a time, and then I left. Little did I know, that decision I made to come down to the computer store not only set me on the road to where I am right now in my career, but that Mike, my boss, would eventually become one of my best friends. So that story continues. My first day. I arrived at the computer store 15 minutes early because I wanted to show that I was eager. The store opened up at 12. Well, so I thought. We all know Mike's always on time. It was around 12:20, and Mike rolls in. He said, I'm sorry I'm late, I had to mow the lawn. I was like, it's okay. We got in, put all our stuff down, got our computer set up, and then he started showing me around the office. As he was showing me around, he then stopped. He looked down, then he looked at me, and I said, what? He said, I have grass stains on my pants, but I don't remember falling. That moment broke the ice for nothing but laughter and cracking jokes for the rest of the day. Every day was like that at the computer store. It was always fun, business hours seemed seamless, We stayed there for days, well not days, but we stayed there all day, working and having fun. Mike is truly a great guy. He cares about everyone and shows no favorites amongst friends. Mike's friends can all agree that he simply just makes you feel welcome. The door is always open, whether it's politics, computers, or his home. You can always tag along. Mike is a great leader, and he's a visionary. He fights for what he believes in and never backs down from anyone. He's the only friend that I know that can look authority right in the face and go, "Get off my property or I'll sue your ass." And where's Mom at tonight? Right here? Was it hard to raise Mike because he was always against authority? Did he always get in trouble in school and things like that? Is he considered a bad kid a little bit?
Well, not a bad kid, but yes, he did get in trouble a lot.
Well, I know you can't say much. I know you can't really talk about Mike without your lawyers present. Yeah, I'm not kidding around. Mike plays another game in court. You probably won't see me ever again after this speech. But today is a beautiful day. Your little man is all grown up and married. I'm pretty sure you're proud of him. You've raised a great guy.
Yes, I am.
Mike brings out the best in people. He doesn't leave anyone out, and he tries to pull everyone into his new ideas and business plans. Everything from the virtual video game where the environment around you is your battlefield, or the security system for your home that you manage yourself with no monthly costs. Or my personal favorite, and the most reasonable, it was simple, an in-home computer repair business that thrived off negative publicity. We had a Mustang, flashy Mustang, real painted up nice, everyone can see it. But on the back, it said, "F the Geek Squad." All kidding aside, Mike is one of the coolest guys I've ever met. And there's an obvious age difference here, which Mike plays a great role model for a young man like myself. I thought I could come up here and tell you about me and Mike going through our ups and downs and always going through them and getting through and becoming stronger. But since day one, we've always been the greatest friends. There's never been a dull moment, great moments and laughter and great times together. And I think all the groomsmen at this table can say the same. I remember talking to Mike one night, and I don't know if he remembers. He was talking about relationships and marriage, and then he said, "I can't get married by the state again. What do you think about marriage, Jay?" I said, "Well, Mike, I'm flattered, and they did pass that law, but my boat doesn't float that way." Sorry, Mike. That one may not be true. But no, I think I gave the best advice I've given anyone. I said, marriage is about finding a partner that you walk through life with every day. Someone that you can trust and share your great life experiences with. And that being said, you can't just settle for anyone. You have to find the perfect one. A few months later, Mike asked me to come over for game night. And that's when I met his new friend, Jessica. And by the way, doesn't she look gorgeous tonight? I haven't seen anyone make Mike so happy. Every time I see the both of them, they just fit well together. Just like now, they just flow. And they're always kidding around and they're simply a joy to be with. Before I sit down and enjoy the rest of this great night, I want to leave you with a quote I found that I think fits you guys well. You don't just marry someone that you think you can live with. You marry the person that you can't live without. Mike, I want to say thank you for everything you've done for me. And Jessica, I want to thank you for making my friend so happy. And everyone stand up and then take a toast and wish Mike and Jessica the best of luck. All right, thank you.
Salute.